When you choose to earn your degree online from Southern New Hampshire University, you're saying yes to new opportunities and to new adventures. You're saying yes to something big, something you've always wanted to do. If earning your degree is one of your goals this new year, SNHU can help you get there. With low online tuition, no set class times, and multiple term starts per year, you can set the pace that works for you and save money along the way. Visit snhu.edu today to get started.
Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. So, did you see the Tesla robot?
The fake one that they had at that expo like a month ago?
Yeah, the humanoid with the cowboy hat.
Right, that was just a dude.
Yeah.
Or being controlled by dudes.
Serving drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Elon Musk, he must have a great PR department.
Why is that?
Because they figured out how to get a really important Kim in the world, this Tesla robot.
You?
Not me.
No?
No. It's the other one.
Kimberly Guilfoyle?
The one with the big butt.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Yes. So they dropped one off at her house.
Okay.
And
that is smart. I mean,
it's so smart.
She's a pretty influential influencer.
And then along with the cyber cab. I remember you were making fun of the cyber cab.
I liked it.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought you were making fun of it.
I love automated vehicles. That's all I want. I want it today. I want it now. Waymo is only 2 blocks away from my house.
Yes.
The second
Waymo?
Is that how you say it? Waymo.
You got the Waymo.
What does it matter? I'm going to be sleeping in the back seat while it's driving anyway.
Well, they dropped off the little Tesla guy.
Okay.
And they did a photo shoot. And so I think do we have photos or videos? I really like the video.
Hi. Can you do this? I love you. You know how to do that? Okay. What should we do? Go running. Let's go for a run. Do you know how to do... Oh, you are Hawaiian.
Doing a little hula.
Maybe we should have come up with some ideas for the robot before you start rolling on camera.
Oh, you can do that?
What should we do?
Okay. So, $30,000.
Yeah, but does it do enough to justify $30,000? How independent is it?
What can it do?
Yeah.
Without somebody saying, serve it drinks?
Right.
And start asking and talking them?
I mean, I saw it do this. That's not worth $30,000.
Doing the hula?
This is not
Doing
worth
a little
$30,000. No. But even if it could do all my chores in the house, I don't know if that's worth $30,000.
You know what? If it could walk around the whole house and be on security detail, I think that would be amazing.
What does it do when it finds an infraction? Does it kill the person?
The crap out of them. Stop that. But I mean, for me, seeing Kim Kardashian with the Tesla robot, it seems just, I don't know. It kind of they go together.
Why is that?
There's just so much silicone in both.
She's gotten rid of most of that.
Have you seen her butt?
She brought it down.
Okay.
It went from XXL to just XL.
It's still huge.
But she doesn't even look like herself.
No.
I mean, she looks like a totally different person. She had so much dramatic changes to her face.
I like when they show pictures of all the Kardashians 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. That was going viral a month ago.
And they all look like somebody from the Midwest.
Right.
And now they're all glammed up.
They all now look like Elon's robots.
They do.
Made in a factory.
Yeah. So, no. I heard that the big butt is going out.
Yeah. She's part of it. I guess she said that she wanted to be healthier or something like that.
Okay. What, get all the plastic out of her?
Right, exactly.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I've always been, I'm more muscular.
Okay.
I'm not of that whole, I got to get my boobs done and
voluptuous.
Yes.
Would you consider yourself voluptuous?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I would consider myself athletic.
Okay.
Low BMI.
Is that your goal?
Yes.
Just to be athletic?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd rather be strong
than
have big boobs.
Okay. Those are the only 2 choices. When you go, there's 2 doors, big boobs or strong.
Well, you don't see a lot of Olympic athletes with big honkers.
But if they do, those are the ones I pay attention to.
Okay, I see. So here we go.
A huge curling fan for some reason now.
But she's like getting all mangled up with the curling.
I don't know why, but I love this sport.
I love curling. It's the best sport ever. I mean, but they couldn't do like pole vaulting.
No, that one guy couldn't do pole vaulting either.
That guy.
Remember that guy?
All the women in the whole world are like, I want to go out with you. I want to go out with you.
There's nothing else you need on your resume or your Tinder profile than just that right
Just
there.
that picture right there.
Done and done.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
And every other guy in the world's going like, how do I get in that gene pool? And on that happy note, welcome. It's Kim Commando Today. It's your fun podcast about, well, everything digital and then some. In case you're wondering, I am Kim Commando. Funny how that works. America's beloved digital goddess. And this is not the Kim Commando Show. If you're looking for the big show, wherever you get your podcast, just search for Commando with a K. Or you can head over to commando.com. That's the official homepage. And there we have the AI-driven, patent-pending, AI-enabled station finder.
None of that is real, right? You just slap a bunch of AIs on there to make it look more impressive.
Hey, if they can add AI to all their stuff, I can too.
All right, no, I'm not saying I'm not knocking it.
Let me tell you something. What happens? You go to the station finder, and you have to know like one piece of information.
Okay.
And from that one piece of information, we will tell you out of all the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of stations that carry the show, which one is closest to you. You know what that one piece of information is?
What is it?
Your zip code.
Wow. AI is amazing.
Isn't that something? It's crazy. Crazy smart. All right, what do you got?
Google. It's a monopoly, and it might have to sell something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to ask the courts to force it to sell a piece of their company.
You know, as slow as the courts move. Okay.
This one's moving pretty fast.
Is it?
Yeah,
You
it was
sure?
August. It was just August that they were ruled a monopoly.
Oh,
and they're going to
okay.
make a decision by next August, so just a year.
I apologize to everybody in Washington.
So I want you to go upstairs, get online, look at your bank accounts, see if you're ready to make a purchase.
Okay.
I'll have a price tag for you.
Excellent. I don't think I'll have enough money.
Well, I don't know. We can go halvesies on it.
Okay, great. Just a few days left to enter to win the brand new iPhone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Winfromkim.com. Winfromkim.com.
Go
Between
do
now
it.
and Monday night.
Oh, well, that's literally just a few days left.
You got to get going.
Normally you say that just as a sales pitch, but literally you're talking
We
about
have
just
6.5 weeks left. You better go now. You absolutely better go now. And we are this close to 100,000.
less than 400 subscribers on our YouTube channel until we hit 100,000. Now, once we hit 100,000, like once we go right over, are we going to have to throw a party or are we going to wait till there's like a little buffer? You got to have a little bit of space.
Do people have to give me gifts for that party?
No. No one's going to give you a gift.
Well, then why?
You're the boss. You should be giving us gifts.
Then why have a party?
Raises and bonuses. And if you're not subscribed, that could be your gift to us. Just go subscribe.
Yes.
YouTube.com
That was
/
you know what? That was a professional segue right there.
It was then ruined by you. YouTube.com / Kim Commando. Subscribe, like, and comment. If you like and comment, that tricks the algorithm into thinking we're better than we really are. I mean, we're good.
We are.
But just better than we really are. So more people can see it, and we can keep doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
At youtube.com / Kim Commando or in your favorite podcast player.
Nice.
If you just want the audio version.
Correct.
But if you-
Subscribe everywhere.
But if you want to see how great I look,
And give her a gift. If you want to know, size her up so you can send her a gift, you got to watch on YouTube.
size 9 shoes, in case anybody's wondering.
Size 9.
I know. Everybody says, how come I have such... I have big feet. For such a little person, I have big feet.
I don't know. Is that a big foot for a woman? I don't know.
Yeah, most women, I think it's like 7 or 8.
Okay.
But I did have a size 8 foot. And my feet grew. And it happens when you have a baby.
Oh, that long ago it grew.
Yes.
It wasn't like recently.
No.
Can you imagine the amount of shoes you've amassed if your shoe size went up by 1 right now?
You know what? And this is crazy. I still have like a couple of pairs in my closet.
Of your 8s?
Yeah, because I'm like, they're so beautiful. And and I can't wear them, but I look at them like, okay, whatever.
That's all you need.
All right, so here are some things that are happening in the tech space that you need to know about. Number one, Spotify. That if you are getting your podcast on Spotify, you have to be really careful.
Why?
Because the scammers have figured out how to put malicious links in the podcast descriptions.
Of my podcast? My podcast description, they're putting it in mine?
Yes.
Or they're putting in fake ones that they're posting?
Fake ones that they're posting.
Gotcha.
Fake
Okay.
ones. So if you see any links and it's like, you can, win a free iPhone.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's a fake. It's the scam.
Or you can like make money overnight. Or
right.
Whatever it may
Just
be.
like in your email. It's scam. Don't click on it.
Especially like if they're offering you like any like free cable subscription services.
Okay.
Or any free software. That's where you're like, no.
No, because then you're going to be installing something on your computer.
Now, this next story is interesting to me because, well, let me tell you the story, and then I'll tell you why it's interesting.
Okay.
2 cops in Missouri.
Is this the start of one of your jokes?
No,
Okay.
it could be, though.
2 cops walk into Missouri. The other one ducks. Okay, go ahead.
Missouri is a state.
I know,
They don't
but that's
walk into it.
I just replaced bar with Missouri.
Okay. All right, so 2 cops are in Missouri, and they're in trouble right now because they've been pulling over young women and saying, where's your insurance and registration? And they're like, well, I don't know. I mean, I think I have a copy of it on my phone somewhere. And they're like, oh, here, give us your phone, and we'll go through your phone to find what we need to process whatever ticket we're going to give you. Yes.
I have a guess on what they're really doing with their phones.
What?
They are finding photos of these women, because you said women,
Yes.
intimate photos,
Naked pics.
and then sending them to themselves,
Yes.
and then erasing this message that they sent so they don't get caught.
Yes.
Wow. Do I know men or what?
Okay. So why do you have to go through all those steps to get a naked picture of a woman?
Where was this, in Missouri, you said?
Yes.
All right, this is a PSA to police officers in the state of Missouri. There's a thing called pornography, and it is everywhere. Search any term on Google, hit images. You're bound to find a piece of pornography that connects with it. Seriously.
It doesn't matter what it
Cats is an easy one. Blender.
Inner tube.
Exactly. Anything.
Doesn't matter.
President Biden. There's going to be something there.
I was like, there was some guy years ago who sent me like, I saw my wife on granny porn.
Whoa.
And I was like, I didn't even know there was such a place called granny porn. So you know what I do?
We went right to granny
I
porn.
was like typing it, and Barry comes over. He's like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Granny porn." He's like, "What?"
Let me go get the credit card.
Granny porn. Oh my god!
You want something different. So are they in trouble as in like they're going to
they
get
in
fired?
trouble. Yeah.
They should. That's awful.
So, and there's also PSA to young women.
Yeah. Don't take nude photos.
Don't hand your phone over.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah, that one too. Google Lens has an upgrade. I really think this is interesting.
Okay.
So let's say that, I don't know, you're at the supermarket or you're someplace, Macy's. Oh, God. Don't even, no, you're not going to Macy's. That's
All right.
disgusting.
Let's stay at the supermarket then.
Okay. 'Cause
She's even disgusted in a hypothetical situation.
Macy's, nobody should go to Macy's.
What's wrong with Macy's?
Okay, Macy's used to be a great store.
Okay.
Now it's just disgusting. It's dirty.
Oh my gosh.
It has like bad clothes, and I mean,
Whatever money you were going to spend on gifts for the 100,000, you're going to have to spend on lawyers now.
Why?
You're going off here on Macy's.
No, I'm just telling the truth. I mean, that's why they're going under.
Okay.
I mean, this might be the last Macy's Day Parade, in my humble opinion.
Calling your shots.
I'm just saying.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do if we don't get to watch a 50-foot tall Snoopy
Who cares?
run into a lamppost on Thanksgiving?
Then sit there and go, oh, there's the parade.
Right. It's
Okay.
pretty boring.
It is boring. So what was I saying? Oh, Google.
Google Lens.
Okay, Lens, and you're at the supermarket.
Not Macy's.
I just got totally disgusted for a moment. It's like going to like Nordstrom's off the rack.
I've never seen someone with such a strong opinion about a department store.
All right, so we're at a gourmet market.
Sure. Okay.
And we're wondering if this is a great price.
Okay.
So with Google Lens now, you can take a picture of whatever you're looking at in whatever store.
Okay.
And then it will tell you
Even the garbage they sell at Macy's?
Yes. And then they'll say, oh, it's better at JCPenney's.
That's not a competitor. Those are not the same products. Macy's is a little higher end than JCPenney's. But it will look at it and go locally,
Yes.
like around me.
Yes.
Not like this one's cheaper in Tacoma.
And no, go all around you. And
Okay.
so that this way you can like say, oh, I guess I'm going to leave the supermarket and go drive 5 miles so I can get it cheaper.
I mean, it's got to be dramatically cheaper. But you might be able to convince stores to do like price matching with this technology.
Yes.
Where they say, oh, you're right, it is. We'll match it for you to earn your business. That would be great.
That was smart of you. You must be paying attention.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. So ever since I've become obsessed with Pilates, is that all over my Instagram feed, there are all these people doing Pilates.
Okay.
I mean,
Is that
just-
because you're searching it?
No, I think it's because they listen.
Okay.
And they probably know that, I go like 4 times a week to Pilates.
Because you probably put it on a calendar, and a calendar's linked to some email, and that email is being sold.
Yeah, and it says Transform Pilates or
Right.
Evolve or whatever it is. And so my whole Instagram feed just full of Pilates.
Okay.
And and it's some of it's inspirational. I mean, because you see people doing things, you're like,
Yeah, like that video you sent me.
yes,
That woman was doing like medieval torture to herself, working up a sweat. Like, oh, that was great. Really? Looks like you were about to die.
it does. I mean, I was at Pilates yesterday after work, and I actually said out loud, I think you should take up waterboarding. And the instructor's like, looked at me like, she's like 22. She's like, I don't get that. I'm like, forget it.
It's okay.
It's
Get your firm body away from me.
Exactly. So now with Instagram, you can actually reset suggested content.
Oh,
It's a
that's
brand new
cool.
feature. So if you go into settings, content preferences, you'll see an option that says reset. So you can just reset, and then you won't see all those. Like, what do you see a lot of that you don't want to see anymore?
I don't do social media.
None?
No, I'm done with it.
Really?
It's just too much ads.
Really?
I don't want to watch commercials.
Oh.
But I know TikTok's had this feature forever, though, that you could reset your For You page. But if you open it right now, it'd be a lot of, radio
Sports
station
stuff.
content. Yeah, sports cards, sports.
Yeah.
And for some reason, politics, which I haven't paid attention to in forever. But yeah, I would love to see a reset. Maybe I'll start getting Pilates. I won't use it for exercise purposes.
Well, there's always that one guy in Pilates too, by the way.
And
And it's like, and I went, I guess not last time, the other time. I was in Pilates and I walked in and he looked at me like, hey.
there's only one guy,
Yeah. I mean, if you are looking for hot women to date,
right?
you ought to take a Pilates class.
Well, first of all, you got to be able to do the things in Pilates. Because you're not going to earn any dates if you're crying and struggling
Well, you
to
know
do
what?
the
Let me
exercises.
tell you something. This guy was smart
Okay.
because there's a whole row, they call them reformers.
Okay.
There's a whole row of reformers. And then there's
Is this a
one.
religion? They call them reformers?
It's just like the
You
machine,
take
what they call it.
communion right before.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. Torture me. And so behind all the reformers, there's like this one, and he takes the one so that all the women can't see what he's doing because they're facing the other way.
Smart.
But I just thought it was funny. I walked in, he's looking at me, and I looked at him like, what are you? Just get away.
Don't knock a guy for trying.
That's
It's hard
true.
out there.
That's true. So Ian goes with me sometimes, and I'm like, and he's like, "Whoa,
Yeah. Mom, I think you need to leave this class. I'm going to need some alone time.
with the reformer."
Hey, do you Pilates here often?
So there are some new emojis coming out, and I
Great.
want you to think about how you might use some of these.
I don't use emojis except for when I'm speaking to one person.
Who?
My girlfriend.
The eggplant.
No.
And the peach.
No. She's very emoji friendly. And so I have adopted that. But otherwise, I don't use emojis. I don't.
No, like
They're childish.
100%.
No.
Thumbs up.
Nope.
Heart. Broken heart.
Nope.
Hate you.
I hate emojis.
Oh, see, I think they're fabulous.
Why are they fabulous?
Because you can have like a whole conversation and you leave like one emoji and then people know a lot. Like, so you have the happy face. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Have the sad face. Sad.
Okay. I
Okay.
understand them. I understand emojis. I
leave
just don't.
leave the poop emoji.
Right.
It's either you're a parent or you're taking care of a parent.
But is there a difference? Let's say we're going back and forth having a conversation
Yes.
and you say something funny. Is there a difference if you see a laughing emoji or a LOL? Do you react any differently? Is your understanding of the situation
Yes.
any different?
And it's not LOL anymore. It's old.
What is it?
Ha ha.
Oh.
Okay.
Why? Actually, speaking of LOL, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and we were talking about some of these things that you're doing on texting. She's like, I don't know what these people are saying. They're saying all these short words. I don't get any of them. And I was like, well, you know what LOL is, right? And she's like, yeah, it's laugh out loud. And I was like, no, it's lots of love. And she's like, you're kidding me. I was like, yeah. And she's like, I've been saying lots of love to my bosses.
It's laugh out loud.
I know, but I was messing with her.
It happened to my mother. Somebody died and she put LOL on it.
Yeah, exactly.
and then my sister calls me up. You got to tell mom, like, LOL. It doesn't mean, like, they died of cancer. She's like, okay.
That's hilarious.
All right. So you have a bug-eyed face.
Okay. So it's a surprise.
Okay. I think we have some of them that we can show everybody.
Okay.
There's your bug-eyed face.
Yeah, that's like surprise. That's like sad surprise, like shocked negatively, not like surprised. Yeah, you bought me a car. It's you got hit by a car.
Okay, when would you use the Apple core?
Never. When would you use the Apple core?
Okay, I was trying to eat healthy and I had a pizza instead.
What?
So
the text message is going to say
just an Apple core. I know. I'm just sending you.
That's all you're saying to me?
Yes, and you should know that.
Oh, okay.
Now, what about Sasquatch?
No, I don't know when I would use Sasquatch. Unless I was like, hey, I just saw Sasquatch.
You use Sasquatch, you'd say to yourself, if I sent you the Sasquatch?
Mm-hmm. Is it next to an apple core?
No.
You and a Sasquatch were going to eat healthy, but you ate a pizza instead?
No, the Sasquatch would be, I worked from home for 2 weeks and I haven't taken a shower.
That's what that's supposed to mean?
I don't know. I'm just making something up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. How about a landslide? The rock slide.
When I'm talking about Fleetwood Mac. That would be the only time. A landslide. I don't know the words.
That means you're trying to put away all the Christmas tree stuff and the boxes fell on your head.
Okay. I still wouldn't use it. Can you pull that up real back? Can you pull that up? What's the top middle?
Let me look. Let me see.
Is it like an atom?
Well, there's
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. That's not on my list.
Okay, because we got a ballerina and a treasure chest and an upside down trumpet.
I don't think that's an atom.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it a hairy grape? I don't know what that middle one is at the top.
I think I'm going to go with hairy grape.
Okay, hairy grape.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, treasure chest.
Yeah.
When would you use that?
I wouldn't. Stop asking me these questions.
Why?
I would not use them.
Hypothetically.
I guess I got a raise, and then you just throw in a treasure chest at the end.
Okay. I would get that. Yeah.
Is it acceptable?
Yes. Yeah, unless you... Okay. Or you could say, I went to the dentist, and I was such a good boy, I went to the treasure chest.
I don't like you right now.
Why?
That's you're going to use it. And okay. You know why you had to go to the dentist? Because you ate your pizza. So treasure chest followed by apple core tells me the whole story.
Because I didn't get out of the house for 2 weeks, and my legs looked like Sasquatch.
Upside down trumpet. That's not a trumpet. A trombone.
The trombone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
What?
The trombone.
Why is the trombone great?
Because every time, like, when you steal my jokes and you text them to everybody, you can put the trombone after, like, wah, wah.
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully, if that socially becomes the meaning of that one's not bad.
The ballerina?
Mm-hmm.
When would you use a ballerina? Never?
Never.
Why?
I guess you want to go to the Nutcracker and then I'd put a ballerina afterwards. No, I don't use emojis.
You were walking through your house and you didn't step on a Lego.
Okay, that's cute.
And you're a ballerina.
That's one time you'll use that sentence in your entire life. Thank goodness we have a ballerina to be able to say that.
No, see, what I like about emojis is that you can say something without having to do like a whole sentence.
Right, but the things you're saying are nonsensical, and I guarantee you right now, if you texted Barry and it was just an apple core and then said, what does this mean? There is a 0.0% chance he responds with, I knew you were trying to eat healthy, but instead you ate a pizza. 0%.
Or he'd say, okay, your iPhone's broken. Apple core.
Barry wouldn't say that.
No. No, you're right. He wouldn't. I still like at Christmas a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's sending out like Christmas, because he loves Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sending out like Christmas trees and Santas and candies and all this other stuff, say, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, and all this other stuff. And then he sends them out, and then I look over at his phone. I said, what are you sending the salad for?
Why did he send the salad?
He thought it was a wreath.
See, that's why emojis are so stupid. Someone sends you a salad bowl followed by Merry Christmas.
It does look like a wreath. Are you sick and tired of passwords just driving you crazy? Every account you have really needs a different one. Uppercase letters, lowercase letters, symbols, and it has to be 12 or more characters. Enough already. NordPass is here to end the madness for good. You're gonna love this. You can forget juggling dozens or even hundreds of passwords. You only need to remember one password. That's it. NordPass remembers and autofills all your passwords, credit card, and personal information details so that you can focus only on what matters most. I love all the extra features, such as the data breach scanner that lets you know if your credentials were exposed in a data leak. Your passwords will be stored securely because NordPass uses the strongest military-grade encryption, making it impossible for hackers to crack your credentials. Go to nordpass.com/Kim for 58% off today. That's nordpass.com/Kim, nordpass.com/Kim. It's Kim Komando today. We are so thrilled that you're here with us because otherwise it'd just be like me and Andrew.
Yeah, and she would leave after like 2 minutes.
I'd be like, gotta go.
There's something that can make me money somewhere else.
My Pilates instructor said that to me last night.
What?
She said that, I do really well throughout the whole thing. She said, but when it comes to stretching in the beginning and at the end, you're like, okay, gotta go.
Because you don't see the benefit for it.
No.
There's no ROI there for you.
None whatsoever.
Until you pull something.
Pull what?
One of your muscles or ligaments.
We don't even know.
I don't know.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
All right. So you looked up?
Yes. So last segment, we were talking about all the new emojis. And I looked up the one we thought was a hairy grape. And it wasn't. It's a cartoon fight.
Okay. So when would you use that?
Oh, it's like, me and my wife got in a fight last night and you throw the cartoon fight in there. Here's the problem. Looks like a hairy grape or an atom. So it's going to be a huge learning curve for people to go, oh, you and your wife fought over a hairy grape last night? No, it's a cartoon fight. We figured it out.
See? Now, we're making progress. Even though you're not married anymore. But you said, maybe my wife and I had an argument. And I don't know if your new girlfriend's watching or listening.
Yeah, okay.
But I think there was a little subliminal thing going on there.
If that gets me brownie points, absolutely.
Can I be the flower girl?
Sure, why not? You can be the ring bearer. No, you will make fun of the ring, so you can't be the ring bearer.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That's it.
You know what? I wouldn't even marry him. Okay. If this is the only thing, this is the best he can get you for a ring. Let me tell you, because all goes downhill after that. Because you get like a little 1 or 2 carat now. Okay.
2 carats is little. You're so bougie.
I am not bougie.
Well, speaking of expensive things.
Yes.
There's about to be something on the market. Could be in about a year. That'd be really expensive.
Okay.
Back in August, a court ruled that Google is a monopoly. The advertising side of Google, because, Alphabet is the main company. They have their fingers and hands in everything.
Exactly.
But the advertising side, let me ask you quick. How much in 2023 did Google make in advertising? I took a guess before I searched it. I was so off.
Okay. How much did they make in advertising?
Correct. Between YouTube, Google search, and then other.
4 billion?
That's interesting you would say that. My guess was 50 billion. It's $238 billion.
No.
Can you believe that?
$238 billion?
75% of that comes from the search engine. 31 billion or
oh my gosh.
15,
I had no idea.
Neither did I. 13% comes from YouTube. You think about that. YouTube by itself is a small portion of this advertising company that Google has. And it's one of the most successful companies in the country by itself.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much they make. And that's because
of us on YouTube.
That's why the Department of Justice is saying they are a monopoly. And the courts have agreed. So they had to think of a punishment, or at least a way to remedy this and make them not a monopoly. They first were going to say they have to sell Android, which is the cellular operating system.
Correct.
But that, I think that may have been just to scare Google and maybe get Google to accept what they're also suggesting to the court now, which is to sell Chrome.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
The browser.
Yes. So basically, with the browser and the advertising, and the search, they have all the components which is needed to make all this money in advertising.
Right.
You're on there. 65% of the world uses Chrome, by the way, for their Google searches.
That's crazy.
It's amazing. And so you're on there. They know exactly where you're going. They know exactly where you've been. So they can use that information for free because they own it to target, advertise you, and make $238 billion.
Oh, but don't forget, you have incognito mode.
Incognito.
Oh, incognito mode, yes.
Incogni is a different company.
That's my sponsor.
Yeah.
Incognito mode that, never tracks.
No, of course not. You go to the dark web. You can do whatever you want. You just spray paint your password wherever you want because no one's watching. They're watching. So they may force them to do this and break up that monopoly. But here's the big problem. Who's going to buy them? Anyone that can afford to pay $20 billion for Chrome also has their hand in online advertising, also has their hand in other parts of
Unless
technology.
they're just doing a crappy job. Bing. Bing should buy Chrome.
It can't be a monopoly because we're so bad at it.
Exactly. We are trying to pay people to use our search site for years. Nobody wants it.
That would be interesting, though, that if Microsoft purchased Chrome,
Yes.
then they would no longer have Google to be the default browser, which would force people to take 30 seconds to go into the options, switch it back to Google, and still not Bing. But no one's going to be able to buy it because they're going to face the same antitrust scrutiny that Google is going through right now.
Maybe we should buy it.
That's what I'm saying. Go upstairs. Let's check under the couch cushions. See if we can come up with $20 billion to buy Chrome.
I don't. Could you imagine me calling up my financial guy? Okay. Remember I was telling you about my newsletter? Okay. I got another idea. And I think this is a good one. This is a good.
I need you to find some ways to save me some money so by next August we have $20 billion.
But I was like, wait, Chrome comes up. It comes up and says, do you want us to come and give you a new password for whatever. And you're like, yes. And then it populates it with this 25 character thing.
Exactly. It looks like alien hieroglyphics.
Okay. And then, and I always see secretly somebody's Googling or somebody's giggling in the back going good luck trying to log in again.
Exactly.
Good luck.
You're done.
I was once approached to buy the Geek Squad.
From Best Buy?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you talk about this? Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
And so, because it's been years. And so, and I really thought this would be really good for us as a company.
Can you tell me a price tag range?
At that time, it was $25-30 million.
Okay. I thought it would be a lot more.
Okay. Well, this is years ago.
Okay.
And so I really thought this was going to be something that we should do because we could have a Kim Commando or a Commando fix its spot, place in every community throughout the country. So we'd have our local radio stations and we could use. And so I sat there and I was so excited about it. And I did a whole PowerPoint presentation because I was pitching somebody, my mentor.
Okay.
I was pitching him on why we should maybe do this deal together. We should figure out how to get the money.
Right.
And so
you didn't have the money just sitting there on your couch?
I didn't.
No.
Darn
Okay.
It. And so I do this whole presentation. 12 pages. I've analyzed all the financials. And, it looked on paper this could probably be a pretty good deal because we could charge memberships and all this other stuff. So I go through this whole thing, 15, 20 minutes of how this would be a great deal. And I get to the last slide. And by the way, Fred is his name. Fred didn't ask me any questions during the whole 20 minutes. He just let me do my presentation and would sit there and look at the camera and go mm-hmm.
Did you think he was into it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's sitting there and he's just, and Fred, he just sat there as a gentleman. He just kind of sat there and, nodding his head and going back and forth.
Professional.
And, he bought KFYI for $6 million. He sold it for $90 million.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So he got a pretty good return on that. So he's a smart guy.
Right.
So we get through the whole thing. And I said, so what do you think? And he looks at me and he goes, I got one question for you.
Uh-oh.
I said, what? He said, where exactly is the TV repairman today? And I started laughing. I went, you are so smart.
He saved your butt.
Yes, but I mean, wait, let me go through the whole thing. And then I thought, okay.
Now, Geek Squad's still up and operational, right?
Yeah, but, they are selling memberships.
Okay.
But, they upsell you a lot of, antivirus software, new printers. And,
Well, they want to make money. You'd have done the same thing.
No, I would not have.
Look at that camera. You're not even making eye contact with anyone.
Yes, well, maybe I need to go. There's a new AI Jesus.
And what?
An AI Jesus.
What's
now.
an AI Jesus?
I think AI came out of Sweden.
Okay.
And now you can go on, you can confess your sins.
Oh,
AI
gosh. You going to go on there?
Forgive me, Father, for AI sins.
That was cute.
All right, worked. It worked.
I like it.
Speaking of, no, I don't have any other jokes.
Good.
As the weather turns cooler, I am really looking forward to spending more time outside on my patio while wearing a cozy sweater from Quince. Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere sweaters priced at just $50. And it's not just that. All Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. That includes beautiful leather jackets, cotton cardigans, soft denim, and so much more. Quince only works with factories that are safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And of course, premium fabrics and finishes for that luxury feel in every piece. My favorites that I will be living in this fall are the flow knit wide leg pants and matching hoodie. Now it's your turn to get cozy in Quince's high quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/Kim for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Kim to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Kim. Alrighty then, it's Kim Komando today. Be sure that you slap down a like, a comment, a follow, whatever it is.
Subscribe.
We just need you to do this for us.
Yeah, we're so close.
So close.
On YouTube, we are so close. Less than 400 subscribers away from 100,000. And we've been talking about this for weeks. And we promise you, the second we hit to 100,000, we will start talking about that goal and start a new goal of 200,000 followers on YouTube. No.
Of course we know. You know me. You know me. I mean,
too well.
I mean, with my newsletter, we've got, 560,000 people.
Why don't you get some of those people to come over to YouTube?
You don't think I'm trying?
No, it just sounded good for me to say. I know you do.
I mean, I pitch the hell out of that thing all the time. All right.
So, what if I told you that I need you to complete a task? I needed you to map the globe.
Okay.
But not just the streets, the highways and
Not
byways. Google. No. The inner workings of areas where people go. Like if it's an inside of a mall where the houseplants are, where the benches are, what stores are in there. How would you, what resources would you need?
Gazillion dollars.
Okay, gazillion dollars. Probably a workforce of a couple million people.
Yeah. It'd be a big job because then you'd have to once you had all the images, then you got to coordinate it, you got to bring it all together.
Right.
It'd be a substantial effort.
How long do you think it would take you to complete?
The whole world?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you have AI.
Yeah, it would help.
Maybe 10 years?
Okay. How about what I told you it's already been done?
Okay.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. So the parent company of Pokemon Go.
That was brilliant.
What was brilliant?
To put Pokemon Go to map out the world.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're feeding all the information they've collected from Pokemon Go
So it wasn't
players.
for a game.
Well, maybe it was in the beginning, but what it's turned into is mapping the world and then feeding that information to artificial intelligence so that artificial intelligence then can learn how to navigate everything. Pokemon Go players walk everywhere collecting their Pokemons and
the Pikachus.
Yes, exactly. And Charmanders and all those guys. And you have two ways of playing Pokemon Go. You can have a artificial intelligence what is it called? Augmented reality.
Yes,
that's what I'm looking
AR.
for. Interface or just a digital interface. Most players play with the digital, but Pokemon is trying to get people to lean more towards of the augmented reality, because then your cameras are turned on and they're looking at the environment and they're taking everything in. The difference between a chair and a person, water and pebbles, and seeing how you interact with it, and the artificial intelligence is learning how it would put something there to interact it. They're going to release a new game. It's a new mini game that's inside of Pokemon, which encourages players to use augmented reality. And the feature is kind of cool that you go ahead and stand where you are in whatever area. You do a 360 view again.
Yes.
Taking everything in, collecting the data. And then you release your Pokemon and they interact with everything in your area. Not just, if you have augmented reality right now, it's in front of you. It looks like it's there, but it's really not. But if there's a step, they'll walk up the steps.
Oh, wow.
If there's a table, they'll jump onto the table. But that's all because they're trying to collect as much data as possible to feed this AI.
That is nuts.
Global workforce. Now, the internet's upset because they're saying they're doing work and not getting paid for it. Because, of course, in the end, they're going to profit from this.
Of course.
And people aren't getting anything in return. And the company's kind of response is, you're getting a free game that if you don't want to ever spend $1, you don't have to. And we also got a generation of people out there moving, collecting Pokemon. But
is it still a big game?
Yeah, it's not as big as it was during the pandemic. Yeah. I mean, I had 50-year-old neighbors.
Did you really?
Going, I got a sluice or two. Did you come catch it with me? We got to go and fight at the post. And our family got into it just because we had nothing else to do and we wanted to get out and move around.
Yeah.
But it's still big. It's still huge.
Well, I have a Pikachu in my house. I can't get it out.
What do you mean you have a Pikachu in your house?
In my house, if you put on Pokemon, there's a Pikachu.
And people trying to catch it?
No.
Are people knocking on your door?
No. I'm just kidding.
No, you should make yourself. Oh, you should make West Star a Pokestop.
We should.
Keep people coming around.
Can we charge them?
No,
Can we make,
you can't make any money off of it.
What if we had like bottled water and we sold like Kim Commando Show merchandise?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that a fun idea turned into this.
Somebody's got to pay the bills. I don't know if you noticed, but if you look around, it takes money for me to look this good.
You know what? Never change, Kim Commando. Never change.
When I started my business, I lived off my credit cards and even had a car repoed. We've all been there, getting deeper in debt every day with interest rates that are out of control. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I sat down with the Chief Operations Officer of PDS Debt. What an amazing service. PDS Debt has personalized options for anyone struggling with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills. If you're making payments every month on your debt and your balances are not going down, take care of it now. PDS will help you out. Everyone with $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies, and there's no minimum credit score required. Bad and fair credit are accepted. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, too. I checked them out. Get a free debt analysis at pdsdebt.com/Kim. It only takes 30 seconds. I wish PDS was around when I couldn't pay my bills. That's pdsdebt.com/Kim. pdsdebt.com/Kim.
All right.
We're done.
I did another great show.
You did. Congratulations. We're all so proud of you.
Thank you.
They thought you couldn't be done. You did it. Another great show.
Awesome. So excited. All right. So thanks for watching us on YouTube. Tell your friends, subscribe your friends to the channel. Okay.
Just go onto their computers, log in through YouTube and subscribe. We're so close.
Get on your spouse's device.
Yeah.
Go to youtube.com/Kim Commando and hit just subscribe. And then, what you could do is when their phones like lights up because we're live.
Yeah.
You could look over and say like, what are you looking at?
Oh, it's Kim Commando. Let me join you.
Exactly.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.